everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. And the Commodores will kick it off to get us underway. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tigers offense will get first crack at it today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Cook. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes a catch right in the middle of the danger zone. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Tigers are on the move. He wants to throw it again. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got an open man. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And the Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game.
Not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will have its first possession of the game. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grab behind the line. It's Griffin. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The Commodores headed quickly to the line.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Off the RPO, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Commodores will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. On the ground, it's Watson. Turning it on! Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. There's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn, from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes, and it's just a physical mindset of Auburn, and they're always that team that wants to run the football.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you can tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
They'll try the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. Gets rid of it. Catch in the middle. It's McNabb. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. Can't get him to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
The Tigers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. The offense changing the play. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. They're trailing by 13 to Oklahoma. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Unloads it left. And they can't make the play on third down. The Commodores will call on their punt team. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this will push the offense back as they mark it dead at the 10. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll leave it with him. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll keep it on the ground. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard.
Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rush is on him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Working well behind the sticks on second down. looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown Doors! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
So here comes the Auburn offense. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Grabbed behind the line, it's Simmons. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Sets up the screen. Almost popped free on the screen, but he'll be stopped short of the line to gain. It's fourth down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Great place to start for this offense. He'll start this drive firing. Caught in the backfield, it's Griffin. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Bully ball on third and short. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. The official says no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
And how about that linebacker? Seeing the ball getting thrown really quickly to the wide receiver, breaking on it, and then being able to get that fast guy on the ground for no gain. That's a really athletic play by that linebacker.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Now he's going to break the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He'll throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Caught over the middle. It's Baker. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Fry. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Commodores will hustle to the line. The give to the back.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got it in the middle with Sherrill. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Almost had the completion, just missed it. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Commodores line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Watson. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Quarterback moving. On the run, fires downfield. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it down the seam. He's got it for a big play. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use his speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was...
Touchdown, Tigers! A great catch and run for 6.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground to open the 2nd half. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's caught downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Pulls it in. It's Baker. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Commodores want to crank the tempo. The give out of the gun. Powers through the defender. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. They'll give it to him again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner. incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
First step of this drive comes from their own 44. Here they're trying to get to the edge. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time it's complete. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Kane. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. Auburn doing business in the red zone. Wants to throw again. Catch in the middle, it's Kane. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Watson. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Auburn lines up quickly. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And this has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win.
Going for the goal line.
And he made that look easy, but it's not. I think one of the hardest things to do is tackle these quick, shifty wide receivers in the open field. Nice job getting that sucker on the ground.
This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. They want to throw it. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown Auburn. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops. So he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Knocked down behind the line for the second straight play, bringing up a third and lots of work to do. Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Commodores will line up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Now he's looking into the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. To the air on second down. He's not afraid to go deep. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Auburn! And the stomping has commenced. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Fitzgerald. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Give to the back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. The Commodores come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Third down play from the gun. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pride. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. And the explosive play, they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Commodores will line it up on first and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Baker. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2. The Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's got it on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. and the field goal unit is on the field. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Absolutely center cut.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play. Snatches it on the right. Right down the middle. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. That score pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they move the ball down.
There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. And they're able to make the tackle.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Sherrill. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on second down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Already 2 for 2 on third down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Vandy. He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the middle. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. So here comes the Auburn offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Leaves it with the back. Breaks the tackle.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He wants to change this route. After the run, now to throw. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much appreciated. Line. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Wants to throw. It's Locklear. Got it set up on the outside. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll give it to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Dropping back, it's McNabb. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On third down, going up top. A strike downfield. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
He'll keep it himself. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Barring complete catastrophe, David, this offense ought to be able to salt away this game.
Yeah, and unless you're playing in a different league, this one's over. Like, there is no three-point conversions and stuff like that you can get. So run the ball, make them use timeouts, Palmer, walk out here with a dub.
Yeah, this defense should just use their timeouts. Can't take...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
14 on the play. Second down.
Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Auburn.
One more play to pad the stats.
42.
Back to throw. It's McNabb. Finds his man. It's Howard. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? But